जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हमारा टॉपिक आज का यूटिलिटी एंड बिफोर proceeding आज अच्छी बात and this is from the Surah Al-Araf where Allah command us, O children of Adam, take your adornment at your every mosque and eat and drink, but do not be excessive. Indeed, he likes not those who commit excess. ठीक है, ये command थी related to this topic, and we are going to discuss the utility concept because people having little bit confusion during this lesson. So I just make lesson again for your convenience. The first objective of this entire mm, topic is the what is the role of utility in decision making? Can we measure utility numerically or can only rank choices? How do indifference curve represent the consumer preferences? And then we will discuss slope of indifference curve, which is MRS. Before going to explain the concept, just think that you got $1 million. What will you prefer? You will quit job. You will, I mean, travel forever, save it for all, or buy a private island. Can you make a choice? If you can. There are many students who are listening this lesson and they have different choices. So it depends on the satisfaction. So someone have a better satisfaction to quit job and travel forever. Someone say that I will satisfy if I save all of the amount, and some says that private island is a better option. So this is all about the satisfaction, right? So this approach is related to the satisfaction. Here we have two different types like cardinal and ordinal, where cardinal means absolute units and ordinal, here we will rank preferences, like I like Pepsi more than Coke, or 7 Up, and I like burger more than pizza. This is the kind of ranking the your um, preferences, right? So this is how you can make choices according to your preferences. Let's assume that we have a um, this kind of chart. Let me clear it for you. Okay, here we have different numbers, right? On this side, on your horizontal sides, you can see vertical side, you can see clothing, and 1, 2, 3 represents the number of clothing you will have. And on the food side, which is on the horizontal X side, 1, 2, 3, 4 represent the unit of food you have. So in between the numbers like 10, 20, 24, 25, these are the satisfaction units, you can say. The different combination give you different level of satisfaction. You can have any other item on the axis you can take any other item in the example. We are just considering clothing and food here, so it means that two unit of food and 2 unit of clothing will have give us 20 units of satisfaction. 3 units of food, 3 items of food, 3 items of and 2 items of different clothing, we can have a satisfaction level of 24. So this is different combination which represents you the level of satisfaction, right? So we just pick up the example of right, if you're taking I don't know why this is not appearing properly. Hmm. So can I? Okay. Here are different levels of combination which give you satisfaction, like one, and we are taking common um, common utils. So we can have a different combination, like at one clothing and six food level, you will having some level of satisfaction, which is 24, which is not clear here, but you will find it right here is 24, right? I can see at number of two If you take two units of clothes and 3 units of food, you can have the 24. Satisfaction is 24. We pick all the points which give you the same level of satisfaction, right? 1 and 6, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, and 6 and 1. See, all the levels are giving you same level of satisfaction. All the combinations are giving you same level of satisfaction. Now, okay, this is how we can have a different combination, and with the help of this combination, we can plot the graph. This is the combination we have, right? One, two, three, four, and we can have we can plot this graph on the axis side. On y-axis we are taking clothes, on the x-axis we are taking food, and 6 and 1 point is here, 3 and 2 point is here, uh, 2 and 3 point is here, and 6 and 1 point is here. So we all combine all these numbers, so we can see there is a downward sloping curve which give you a kind of a graph which is actually our uh, indifference curve. So indifference curve shows the all combination of two goods that give a consumer the same level of satisfaction, and the slope is marginal rate of substitution. Like, it is the rate that a consumer is willing to give up one goods in exchange for another goods while maintaining the same level of satisfaction, staying on the same curve. Like, whatever on the your y-axis you are willing to give up to get the another unit of x. So this is a kind of realistic. If you want to maintain your satisfaction level, you have to adjust your goods according to the your desire, right? This is the MRS, and we will calculate it with like normal slope, price over run. The 6 is the difference between 2 points, right? Doesn't mean that 6 is lying on at A. It is actually a difference from the one and the let me draw. See, this is the difference between these two lines. People, students having a confusion between this is actually a difference. If we can say here we are taking 10 and here is 16, so it is actually the difference, 10 minus 6, that's why we got 6 here. Similarly, on this side, this is actually a difference, right? It doesn't mean there's a single unit. It means there are two different numbers, and we take the difference so we can have the slope. We all know the formula: change in y divided by change in x, right? This is the formula for slope, and we are taking all the slope for the indifference curve, right? So, okay. And the next slide is about the assumption. There are some assumptions behind this indifference curve. The consumer is rational. He knows that here he is a complete. Completeness and transitivity. Completeness means he compare the things, like he know that A bundle is better than B, or B is better than C, or A and C are indifferent, and he can easily sensitivity. I mean, he can transfer the goods from one to two. Like, A is he can transfer on B, and B is preferable on C, and A is preferable on C. So there are the consumer is rational. He know how to compare. He know to how to complete their satisfaction. He's rational. The second assumption is non-stations. Like, he is like he's more is better. He want more. And the third one is diminishing marginal rate of substitution. When he will move on, he have to substitute the goods in order to maintain the level of satisfaction. Then there is a continuity, and continuity means there is never ending. It will continue, and original utility means he can rank the thing. right? A non-station is more is better. Consumer always prefer more of at least one good. Indifference curve cannot cross. You know that it would imply a bad good if there is, I mean, crossing, right? So we know that indifference curve, like if this is an indifference curve, it will not cross like this, right? It will not cross like any. It will have no different. The same combination will not give you a different level of satisfaction. Okay, so diminishing return, I have already explained that you have to give up in order to have a more another good. And continuity is smooth, no sudden jumps, and everything is very much I mean smoothly and in harmony. This is the formula. MRS is change in y divided by change in x, right? And we will discuss the MRS and MU, how we can get this thing. This is a kind of derivation that we will discuss in a class because it will take time to explain you, and you will get more live. It's better to discuss in the class, right? So now we have some properties. Downward sloping curve, it will convex to the region. High end curves have higher utility and it will never cross like this. um for property, high and different curve is better, like it will never cross. And right. Okay. This is a perfect substitute and perfect complement. If we have a two different goods which are perfect substitute, the indifference curve shows will be straight. I mean, it will become a linear function, linear graph. It will not remain the same. Like, and if we have a I mean, like if you have a complement on the on the axis, the curve will become L shape and it will be right angle. And some normally we will have a I mean normal curve which will be lie between the straight and L shape. So it has a convex to the origin. It will have a normal curve like this. Okay, so there is a lastly the concept is very much popular in Islamic point of view. This concept is applicable in the Islamic point of view, where maximize self. Normally, the convention literally says that a consumer is maximize self-interest, but here in Islamic point of view, maximizes welfare in alignment with the God's pleasure, right? No ethical constraint here. In Islamic point of view, there is a legal ethical constraint that we should think that whatever we are consuming should be halal and we should avoid haram things. So no social obligations in a conventional utility. Here in Islamic point of view, there are social obligations. We must make choices according to the welfare of community, like we should spend on the charity and kind of other zakat point of view, right? So this is a quick review and a kind of thing. So you have to complete the assignment after on LMS. I'll just upload it in a while, and then you can do the assignment. So it will be adjusted as a your I mean attendance which missed